For those of you who don't know, the FTD unit is a clinical research program committed to providing the highest level of care to our patients and families. Our interdisciplinary team of clinicians cares for patients with frontotemporal degeneration and related disorders, including behavioral variant FTD, primary progressive aphasia, ALS, and atypical Alzheimer's. As we count our 10th year of care and over 500 patients served, we know that we see the impact of our services touching more lives than ever. Our care for families is not limited to the confines of clinic space. Our director, Dr. Brad Dickerson, is committed to partnering with community-based organizations and hosting community events like tonight's gala. Thanks, Brad. Rare Disease Day is at the Massachusetts State House, where we partner with the Massachusetts Biotech Council and host regularly around 400 attendees. And we have a yearly Boston area FTD Education Day. With these events, we can count on hundreds of attendees and know that our goal of raising awareness of the impact of FTD feels more attainable every day. As the Director of Caregiver Support Services, it is my happy job to coordinate these community events. This is especially important to me because I'm not just a member of the FTD unit staff, but I am also a member of the FTD community as a former caregiver to my late husband, Mike, who lost his life to FTD at the age of 33 in 2012. One of my tasks as the co-chair of the Gala Planning Committee is to coordinate public support for our event. We have a letter of support from Governor Baker's office, and we even have the Zakim Bridge lit up MGH blue for us tonight. I know. You can see it if you look out that window. I especially love this symbol of Boston's support for our event. Oh, wait, I have a slide. And our FTD community. Josh took that earlier. No, he didn't. That was supposed to be funny. People think Josh is that good. I have always had a great affection for bridges, so much so that in the early days of dating and our marriage, Mike would plan road trips in his 1980s baby blue Colt Vista that incorporated as many bridges as possible along the way. Little wooden bridges in Vermont, bridges with expensive tolls in New York, and picturesque bridges in Maine and New Hampshire. I'm just gonna take this off. Mike always drove on these road trips. This seemed like an act of chivalry, but really, it was because when I'm driving over a bridge, I cannot keep my eyes on the road. I find myself looking at the beautiful horizons, craning my neck out the window to see how high we're traveling over the dangers below, and driving becomes secondary in my list of priorities. The symbolism of a bridge is very powerful. It takes a team to build a bridge. They are built to withstand harsh conditions and carry heavy loads. They carry travelers over deep waters and treacherous terrain, and they elevate us above the danger below. They are often a source of beauty and pride for the cities where they reside. Because of FTD, the road trips with Mike to explore beautiful bridges had to come to an end. Of course, FTD changed so many things about our life, and it tried to take the joy out of it as many moments as possible. Luckily, there was something unstoppable standing in FTD's way. My best friend, Alicia. Alicia and I have been friends since we were little girls. I do not remember the day we met or how our friendship began. I imagined that Alicia had a good idea about how to make recess exciting, and I was eager to join along. As we navigated childhood, high school, college, and weddings together, I thought Alicia was an awesome friend. But when FTD came into my life, Alicia elevated her BFF status to rock star level. She took time off work to help me with my son Noah, made me laugh at medical appointments, appeared in emergency rooms with People magazines, and became my wingman for FTD support groups and conferences. She called me every single day for many, many months after Mike was diagnosed. Incidentally, I wanted to find out exactly how many phone calls I've received from Alicia during this time of crisis, but apparently Verizon won't do a data query for BFF talk time without a court order. Because of FTD and everything that happened with Mike, when good things are in my life today, I have a hard time counting on them sticking around. This is when I feel myself faltering as I walk across the bridge of my life. Traveling from the time before FTD to the time after, I start looking down at the dangers below instead of up at the beauty ahead. In those moments, the chasm between where I have been and where I hope to go can feel like a climb up Everest without oxygen. But then I think about the sound of Alicia's footsteps in an emergency room hallway, or laughing with her on a Sunday afternoon while we sorted heaps of paperwork, and how we always went out for a glass of wine after every support group meeting. And I know that my bridge is strong. Every act of love and friendship that Alicia and others extended to me was another rivet, another support beam in the suspension bridge of my life. It reminds me to look up and keep going. And it helped me get to this moment where I can look out with joy at all of you. Tonight, when you look out at the Zakim Bridge, I want you to know that we, the FTD unit staff, and this whole FTD community, we want to be the bridge that carries you over the darkest waters and the deepest of valleys. We want to help you feel strong and supported, and to always have a reason to look ahead. Today, I have a lot to count on. I'm counting on FTD to keep us determined. I'm counting on love to keep us resilient. And I'm counting on all of us, especially Brad, to be the writers of the new conclusion for FTD. So, I want everyone to grab a glass and join me as we celebrate our 3rd annual gala to support the MGH FTD unit. To counting on. Come on, you can do it. To counting on.